about mosquitoes. It's a mosquito in the live. If it's in a live, it's gonna bite everybody. That'd be funny. Everybody's my mosquito bit me, Domingo. Domingo D, why you let that mosquito bite me? Because on the Get Nerdy Live, mosquitoes can get to you, me, everybody. Protect yourself from mosquitoes on the Get Nerdy Live.
Yeah.
Or maybe just in summer in general. I don't know. Whichever comes first. We come first. But that is Get Nerdy.
When y'all gonna have we gonna have your next social?
I think that's all it is. You hang out, get together, kick back, chill, social. That's all the one. That's the only thing I know. That's all of them. I think that's all of them.
I just want to see like Tiki Torch one more time. Like, I thought it was dope. I thought it was a good picture.
Your shindig. I think that's all of them. I can't think anymore. It'll come to me later. Cause there's different ways of saying it.
Shindig, boy, that was killing your angel.
For real.
Yeah, have our hold down.
Oh. Yeah. That's one of them too.
That's what I'm talking about. Good old hold down.
And it works because in the hold down, you got games going on. It's a lot of gambling games, but it's game. Some games in there.
I guess it depends on what kind of hold down you're talking about.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. Anyway, let's get this going. Ray, you gonna jump on with me? You just declined my invite to Conan.
I didn't decline
like
invite,
earlier.
Sir.
Yeah.
You supposed to be talking about the different shows.
Oh yeah, we talking about this, but I want to get this situated first. Like, you're just gonna ignore my stuff, sir.
Listen.
Everybody, they do this every time whenever you guys see right here, when you see wherever it is here, I want to say it's here. Whenever you see the Conan game,
it's not playing.
Well, not just the Conan game. Well, you can't see it.
Yeah,
but,
I don't have it playing right now.
Yeah, but whenever you see any type of gameplay footage that's mostly like this, you're probably always gonna hear a Snake say, "Hey Hammer, you gonna get on?" And then Hammer's like, "Well, yeah, but hold on,
Yeah,
I got
usually
this
does.
to do.
Man,
hold on, I got stuff to do."
We're supposed to go raiding. Damn it.
No, but you're supposed to be talking. This is your show, sir.
Yeah, I know. But I just hadn't seen you jump in here, so.
Okay.
Just saying.
Every time.
I mean, you still on that sky thing.
I ain't on nothing. As a matter of fact, I'm at the dashboard while you talking that shit. See? See what I'm saying?
Language, sir. Language.
I'm grown. What I want.
Anyway.
Extra.
Well, I'm going to start it off with cartoons. So, basically, the latest... What?
I'm not going.
You didn't tell everybody who we are.
Not going to introduce ourselves.
No.
Nope.
You didn't tell everybody who we are.
Nobody cares, so I ain't going to say it. Now, anyway, welcome back to Nerdmation. I'm your boy Snake. See, y'all don't even care to say it to yourself.
I'm Mingo D. I just wanted to do that. It was funny.
You don't care.
I'm like,
You ain't gonna say it.
See, that's fine. See, you didn't even care to announce your own self. So, got my boy Hammer and Mingo D since they don't want to talk. So,
I'm Mingo.
they want to jump on me for not saying it. Look at that. Look at that.
That's funny.
Said it sooner. Should have said it sooner. It's your fault.
Well, maybe you should have cared.
I did care. I always go last.
Well, I guess that was Mingo's fault then.
I mean, I wasn't gonna throw him under the bus.
Mingo. Shit. Anyway. Anyways, so starting it off with the cartoons. Like the biggest thing that kind of popped up recently is this straight out of nowhere where this came from. As the Courage the Cowardly Dog and Scooby-Doo.
Yes.
I don't want nothing to do with it.
Oh.
You can have it, Mingo.
Whoa.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I want that. It's gonna be so good.
So
it's gonna be so good.
Listen, the only reason I'm gonna watch is because I need.
Pause.
I know. I saw where Daniel jumped in.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
But
you can.
I'm gonna get this out first, and then we'll talk. And Daniel knows who I am. He's making fun because we weren't gonna introduce ourselves. But anyway, only reason I'm gonna have anything to do with this is because I love the hell out of Courage the Cowardly Dog. The only reason I'm gonna watch it. Listen, Scooby-Doo has been crossed over with way too much stuff.
Yeah.
Way too much stuff. But I haven't had Courage in a really long time. There's been no Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like, it's just been missing Courage.
Because it fell off. Like all the other shows we watched growing up.
Well, but so
I mean, Scooby-Doo should have fallen off by now. Like,
no, he's one of the iconic things, man. It's one of the iconic characters.
Scooby-Doo's one of them. Yeah, Scooby-Doo, he's one of those cartoons where it's like everyone knows that it's over, but like, every anniversary, kind of like Sonic, or they'll do a movie, and like you said, he's crossed over with everyone. But what I like about this is the fact that Courage it makes sense. So I can see the pitch in the room, somebody telling them, hey, why don't we do this and this? And everybody's like, that might work. We could probably make some money out of that, because Courage, he's the dog that goes in, he can talk, right? And then he goes in and he deals with monsters for some strange reason that's in this universe. And since the new Scooby-Doos, they kind of made it where Scooby-Doo technically has found real monsters now, not just people in costumes. So technically, their universe can cross over. So it makes sense. So I'm interested. It makes sense.
When you're describing that like that, like I can imagine people sitting around a room, and I'm thinking of a person that grew up later on that they're trying to describe. They're trying to describe Scooby-Doo to this person, but they didn't actually say Scooby-Doo, and the person's like, "Oh, like Courage," and then it's just like click, like, wait a minute, they do kind of look.
Yeah.
I can see that, but at the same time, I don't want to watch it. So I'm done with these shows, man. It's just, I'm done.
I'm not gonna say I'm done. Courage, that was my dude right there, man. That show, it was just a certain amount of humor in that show. I can sit back now and watch the whole episode, still laugh at it. So I'm not gonna say I'm done with Courage, but I agree. I don't really want a crossover with Scooby-Doo. And kind of like Daniel said in the comments, he's like, Scooby-Doo's been crossed over with everything, like from WWE to Batman. Like,
yep.
It's just he's been crossed over with everything, and I just, damn it, y'all.
Well, y'all will be able to watch it in September or this fall. So let me know how it is. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to watch it. I don't know. I might not.
You might get bored one day and like, you know what? Okay.
I still haven't watched the Sonic movie yet.
I haven't either.
I want to. I still want to, but I just haven't watched it yet. I've been watching all this other stuff. But anyway, so that's the cartoon news for today. Like the crossover that shouldn't have happened. So I was going around in the Shonen Jump news, and I found out that there's a new what do they call it nowadays, like reality shows that they're putting together, and it's basically Shonen Jump Plus they're making it's called Million Tag, but it's a new battle audition for a show coming up for the next star manga creator. So just like Tiny Chef, like the Tiny Chefs and stuff like that, or like the what was it, Face Off, where they do the, it's like that, but with mangas and stuff. So, but it's a program that will follow 6 teams, each will with prospective manga creator and a Shishina manga editor, as they complete in 4 challenges. One of the teams has a manga writer and a manga artist instead of one creator. The winning manga creator will receive a prize of 5 million yen, which is about 45,000 US. And Emma dropped off.
No, I can still hear you. I'm turned off the camera for a second. Keep going.
Yeah. He needed it dark. But anyway, they the opportunity to serialize their manga and on Shonen Jump and compile a complete book volume of the manga and an anime adaptation of their manga. So they get $45,000 and they get their book, complete book in the volume, and they get it as an anime adaptation too. So that's gonna be dope. I'm not gonna be able to watch it here because it's over there. But I think that's dope.
Well, you know how America the U.S. likes to copy stuff, so you never know. They might eventually copy, and we get a U.S. version. If that's the case, Mike Fox, go on the show.
I don't know, maybe they'll do
if they do it.
The next comic book creator over here, the next Stan Lee.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That's a big shoes to fill. So I thought that was pretty cool when I ran across it. I was like, so I need to talk about that. Next up, if you haven't heard yet, is Record of Ragnorok on Netflix. This I can't wait to watch. I don't know why I haven't been binge watching this yet, but it's basically about a tournament that basically every 1,000 years all the gods come around, and basically they want to just get rid of all humans. But there was a Valkyrie that stepped up and wanted to give human race a chance to fight for themselves. So they set up, it's a battle, basically the battle of the gods from Dragon Ball. This is it. But this battle is more like Goku and them actually fighting the gods of destructions. Instead, this is what this is kind of. So that's a comparison for you. There's it's a group of. They said it was a group of humans throughout history, like Hercules type stuff. I don't know the actual people yet. I didn't look it up, but they actually fight against the gods, to battle for supreme. So I can't wait to watch it. I've seen the trailers for it and everything, and I'm like, this is dope. The battles look amazing too. So I don't know. Have you watched it, or have y'all watched it yet? Seen anything about it?
No, I got an alert because I always get these alerts on my phone that says, "Hey, Netflix has this new show, Ragnarok," and it gave and then of course when you click on it, it gives you a little description. So I heard about it, and I was like, but I haven't looked into it, and then I saw on YouTube it was the trailer, but I didn't look at the trailer. I was like, it's a trailer for it. I'll look at it in a minute.
So Daniel, I don't know exactly how they're going to structure it week to week, and they didn't really specify what the challenges are. But if it's anything like Face Off or Cake Boss and stuff like that, they'll probably have a villain of the the best villain or best. I don't know exactly how they're gonna do that. It is a good question. How are they gonna structure this? Um, like I've seen one where they had it was a video. This is the next top gamer reality show that they had.
Oh, man.
They had a group. It was like 50. I think it was 50 people start out, and then they weeded them down like a little at a time, and like they had to go. I don't even know if 50 is right. I've seen so many of these shows that they have now. But they weeded them down to like they had to go through all the different games and stuff. Like it was crazy. But what?
He asked what you would like to see.
What would I like to see in the challenges?
As far as
Well, man, it's crazy. Like I like to see all of their like they got 6. I clicked off of it. So, let me see if I can pull it back up. So 6 teams. So what I'd like to see is the difference in the artisticness between each group. Like just like all the different creators we know of right now, like the way they like Demon Slayer's artistic form opposed to Dragonball Supers, you know, like to Chainsaw Man or Kaiju number 8. Like all of their art is completely different. You know, Naruto, that dreaded One Piece. You know, like it's all. So I'm interested in to see like how they differ in art. You know what I'm saying? I like the different art forms and it looks cool. Like even Michael's artisticness. Like I like seeing his art in comics and stuff. So that's one thing I'm willing to or can't wait to see how they go about that and like actually being able to see them do it, you know, while they're doing it and like why they're doing their art that way. That's another thing because you never really get to see them draw, and what most art creators, you know, like when they come up with their stories and stuff, like you don't really get to see like the behind the scenes that much. So like that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, it would.
Right.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'd like to see maybe they have like a speed challenge.
If you're a producer of the show, what would you like
when they have like maybe they vote, they have 2 people that are up for elimination for that week, and they got to do the speed challenge.
Oh yeah, speed draw.
Yeah, whatever they come up with, they want them to speed draw. You have to do it. You get to see just really how creative people are, like just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that.
But I'm curious.
Also, like Top Chef.
Like I like all those, and like how Top Chef, how they do theirs, Top Chef. But I'm still trying to figure out how they would set this up. Like his question was, you know, like because there's one thing about the speed drawing and stuff, and like most of that's like takes them hours. You know, like it takes. So like how long have they been working on this? You know, when they recorded it, like how are they gonna, you know, like it takes a while to make the masterpiece like this. So it's like I don't know, like are they gonna speed through it? Like I don't know, I'm confused. Like I mean, some manga creators they work weekend at, you know, like day and night. Like their whole day, just like our whole day, like a work day. That's a manga creator. Like when they get up, eat breakfast, start drawing. Take a 15-minute break or lunch or drink, go to the restroom, come back, go continue to draw. Like that's all day drawing. Like, and they can sometimes only get through one panel. Like, so, like I don't know. Like I'm trying to figure out like how this is gonna work. Like he had a great question. Like how do they structure it? So
yeah, because there's so much they could do. Yeah, there's so much they could do. They could, like you just said, the panels. They could have it where, instead of doing panels left to right, you have to do your panels right to left and bring it back after a certain time. Or maybe it's a team, or maybe all the teams are like old school Japanese, like samurai drawers or something. And then they say, okay, your challenge today is that you have to turn your drawings into mix, and they're like, because they're not used to drawing mix, so now they gotta try to turn what they normally do, which would be samurai stuff, into mix. And I don't know. So I mean, there's different ways they can do it, but like you said, how long they're gonna take them to do? Like, are they gonna do like how the Amazing Race, where it takes them a week or so to get across to the thing, but they just film it like it was just one day. Oh, today on the Amazing Race, they've been running for 4 days now, and now they're made it here. I wonder if that's how they're gonna do it. That's very possible. They can speed past certain weeks and say, oh, we've been working on this for 4 weeks and we're almost done. And today, now they're here. It's the final. I don't know. Yeah. I think American Idol does that too sometimes with stuff. So it just, I don't know. They could speed
American
past
Idol's been made in. They have their making in like whenever they do their auditions and stuff like that. They have those like a week. I think they have a week of auditions at a time, and when they actually post the videos like for it, it's like a day.
Yeah.
Anyway, so back to Ragnarok.
Ragnorok.
Have you watched it yet, Hammer?
No.
Okay.
No.
But
actually,
I want to watch it.
What you're looking at is something different than I even saw. There's another show on Netflix called Ragnorok, but it's live action. I thought that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, the other one, I think I know. I think the other one is one me and Dave been watching. That's just Ragnarok. It's Ragnarok, but it's a foreign movie. It's voiced over, and like it's bad. Like not together. Like but. The movie, the show is great. Like we finished it. We finished the last season, then the next season came out. We watched it. We just finished this last season, and it's basically about Thor, and Thor and the other gods and stuff in the now and day. Like, so like one of his descendant, he's like a descendant. And he gets the essence of Thor in him, and then there's giants, and like it's dope. Not talking about that one because it's not anime, but it is dope. Go watch it. So it's on Netflix as well. But as far as Record of Ragnarok, it's similar to the story wise, like because all Ragnarok stories pretty much follow the same storyline. But this one I like because it's a battle, and like just seeing, like when I watched some of those the trailers, like it looked dope. Like I want to go watch it. I want to binge watch it. Like y'all probably won't see me on the game or anything because I'll be binge watching, which I should have been doing these past 2 days. But anyway, if you've seen it already, comment below. Let me know what y'all think about it. And we'll have a dialogue about that. Moving on. Everybody's great Panther, the Black Panther, has gotten another upgrade. Yes. This, technically he's always had it. He's kind of used it in this one. I was talking to Ray about it. So, Mingo, have you heard anything about this yet? Nope.
No.
About time. Damn mute button. Trying to keep that beep out of the question. But anyway, so Black Panther is now a speedster. Somewhat.
I'm gonna let you finish.
He's not entirely a speedster, but he. So basically, what happened is this is from the Heroes Reborn comics, and basically in this Heroes Reborn, it's a world built by Mephisto and Phil Coulson. Like, I don't know how that happened, but but anyway, it has brand new ideas to the Marvel Universe. Among them are surprising new features to Black Panther's suit. When the Squadron Supreme of America invaded Wakanda, Black Panther is forced to go up against the Blur in Heroes Returns number 1. So I know that Marvel and DC they've always had like their crossover people, you know, like they always have somebody that the other one has, you know, like alternate versions, like for Flash, like I knew Flash and DC. As far as Marvel, I was always, you know, Quicksilver. That's the only one I really heard about, but I never knew about Blur. So that's one good that I was like, who the hell is Blur? You know. So now I gotta look up at him. But it's not a surprise that you don't know people, because there's so many people that are in the Marvel and DC universe. I got freaking encyclopedias back here, like, of them. I got one in arm's reach right now, but of people that they don't talk about, like they're not the mains. Most people don't know about them. So, but anyway, so the Blur is pretty much like a speedster, just like Barry Allen. But so it may seem like an uneven fight, but since Black Panther is mostly human, going up against a speedster, unfortunately, Wakandan tech has cracked speedster, super speed. Of
course it has.
As well.
It's Wakanda.
So T'Challa revealed his suit's new kinetic energy can boost his speed to match that of the Blurs. So what he's saying is, at the onset of the two battles, Blur took the opportunity to mock Black Panther's power set, assuming that the King of the Wakanda would not be able to keep up with him in the fight. But Black Panther was merely waiting for the right opportunity. With each blow Blur had landed on him, the kinetic energy stored in Black Panther's suit increased. But instead of expanding it for a burst attack, Black Panther used the kinetic energy to increase the speed of his reflexes, landing an elbow blow to Blur's face. Black Panther informed Blur that he was in Wakanda, where even the most ordinary of things was extraordinary. As Black Panther put it, vibranium remembers when it used to be a meteor. At that point, Black Panther began catching up to Blur, racing right behind him. The fight didn't last too much longer after Black Panther's even the playing field. Blur was still faster, but Black Panther was the better fighter, waiting for the right opening to sever Blur's ligaments and take away his mobility, efficiently ending the fight.
Yeah, you want to get that in a Marvel movie.
But this addition to Black Panther's capability already makes him even more formidable than he already was. Granted, the power comes from stored kinetic energy, so it only lasts for a limited amount of time, and the question needs to be asked whether the amount of kinetic energy increases his speed limit, or if it's just one of the limit he can reach with a kinetic boost. But even if it's just the latter, this gives Black Panther an incredible edge in combat.
And then Tony Stark says, "Oh, Well, I've already figured out how to do that already. I am Tony Stark. And then Shuri comes out and was like, we'll see. It just, I love when all the smart people, then they start fighting and it's like, oh, we did that? Well, just give me a day. Watch this. And then they come back like, well, I just made it to where now it's in his bloodstream and now my brother can run faster than anyone. And Tony's like, oh, well, because of the arc reactor,
yeah,
I'm pure speed,
So Daniel, the blur was the Superman in Smallville. Like whenever I read it first in Smallville, like that's the first thing that popped in my head. But I knew I was talking about Marvel, so I was like, that's why I was like, who the blur? But I thought that was funny too. So that's a good catch from Daniel. Also, Daniel, he was asking about does this make sense in terms of Vibranium's prior known properties. Did he just will it to do this new thing, or what got him to channel it differently? Which does make sense too, because it's like we all knew about his suit being able to store the kinetic energy and blast it like it said with a burst attack, right? But how did he know that he could channel it to through the suit? Like what made him? I mean, I guess the suit is kind of nanotech, and he can call it on. He can call it on and off at will.
That's what I was going to say.
So that's possibly how he's able to do that, like being able to will it to use it how he wants.
Yeah, I was about to say they hinted towards that. Even they kind of shouted that out in the movie, in game and in Infinity War, which you saw whenever Stark put on the Iron Man suit, it was nanotech.
Yeah.
And you like my suit? Yeah, borrowed it from. And if you were paying attention, you knew it's like, oh, he got that from them. That's
what got that idea. Yeah, he's like, oh, I'll copy that too. Yeah. And you're right, because the way that he was using it was he was just willing it to transform his guns and all this other. He was just how he wanted. So that could be it. And then of course, they can say also, the Wakandan spirits. They can say, or the Black Panther, I can't say it. Black Panther spirits. They can say that. They could say that maybe Siri taught him. Maybe she just said, just think, and it does. It could be any of that. Or maybe she redesigned it. It honestly depends on who's writing it. Honestly, because with comics, they can, whoever's writing it, if they get the okay, they could just make up a whole new thing and say, well, he's always had power within him because the meteor land. They can do whatever they want technically, but
in the kinetic energy thing has been they more than hinted towards that in the Black Panther movie and in the other parts, because that would make total sense as to why he had the purple aura. They could say technically, if they wanted to, they could say that was that. Which I mean, in theory, I guess it was, because even when Killmonger had the suit, his was gold, but it was still like anytime they did anything, any kind of punches or anything, it's like they would light up first to do it. So it's almost like that, like they were saying, like, oh, kinetic energy amplified, it amplifies this. So I guess it has technically been there the whole time. If you just have to kind of think back on it, like, you know what? Yeah, that is a thing. It's been a thing. I get it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what when they is it a finished comic, or are they just like, or that just the synopsis before they actually put the comic out?
No, this has been running. Like this is just one of the. This is one of the ones that popped up.
Okay. Well then, it's probably already in there then.
Huh?
I think it is. I think it is something just in his back pocket. I think that's the way this is the way I'm interpreting it. I think maybe he knew that was there. I think he was just using the kinetic energy for other stuff. I don't think he used it for.
Well, it's just speed. At the same time. I don't really think it was just in the back pocket all the time. I just think that T'Challa is so smart, like, because he is like he's a smart person, like he can, and he's quick witted, like so. I mean, he can analyze. He's like Batman, you know, like he can analyze the situation and use stuff like to his advantage. So like, if Batman's suit was able to store kinetic energy, I'm pretty sure he would know different ways to use it.
Yeah, and then also just and just like you said, since it is kinetic energy, it's probably based off who he fights too. You know what I'm saying? He probably if he knew or like you said, you know, with his intelligence that he was able to use it, it probably wasn't not that he probably was no need to use it for whoever he was fighting for at that time, or like for example, if the Hulk hits you, boom, all that force. There's probably no need to try to push that down into that because all that force you could just shoot it right back at the Hulk or with another punch, whatever. That might be the best, thing to do in that situation. So I agree. I think it's just based off whoever you're fighting and with his intelligence. It's probably like with this guy, him punching me like that with the speed. There's no way I can blast him before he gets away. So I need to think of another way to use his energy. Before he gets, because think about it. He hits you, the kinetic energy comes in. You want to blast him with the kinetic energy. He speeds behind you, and then you shoot blow up a mountain or something. Then dude hits you again. So what you gonna do, right? So it makes sense. You gotta figure out another way.
With what he was talking about with Daniel, he said it because you think he would have just turned up super speed. Speedster mode when trying to grab Bucky if he had it. That's the thing though. He didn't have the stored kinetic energy. Like while he's fighting the speedster's basically running around like Barry Allen. He's running and hitting somebody. So every time he was running around Black Panther hitting him, it was storing up the energy. So he was getting energy stored up from fighting the speedster. So like all the other times that he did his kinetic energy blast, if you notice, like he was getting shot by something that had remember when in that battle, like they shot him with like one of his tanks or something that he absorbed the kinetic energy and blasted it out.
And what part are you talking about with Bucky? What was that in?
Remember when he was running and he was trying to he was chasing after Bucky? Like he
was
running super fast.
Civil War. In Civil War when he was running.
Okay. See. Now in that, I'm gonna have to say that's because I don't think he had it then. Because remember in the Black Panther movie, because that was when he was first introduced, right? And in the Black Panther movie, remember like the suits and stuff got destroyed. Then she had to created that suit later because he was wearing a different suit, I thought, right?
Yeah.
Or am I wrong?
No, that's good.
That's what I thought. I thought he was wearing a different type of suit. Cause I know he always in the comics he had different suits, and then I thought in that movie he had a different suit, and then that one got destroyed, and then he had.
That's what when she put in the necklace, and then he had the necklace.
Oh, it was the necklace.
And
look at you, this guy.
And then it came out the necklace, like that's the nanotech, but that's when it had the stored up kinetic. But
Stark saw it. He knew. He said, okay. And then that's why he had the suit, and he was able to do the whole like, like tap his wrist, and then fucking Iron Man suit, of course.
We need that tech. No, we don't. Never mind. No, we don't. We don't need that in real life.
21.1 gigawatts before his DeLorean can go. His suit can do what it can in response to the fighter he's facing. Yeah.
Did they just math the whole thing? That's a nerdy thing to do. They just calculate. That's nerdy.
It was a joke.
Oh, I thought he really calculated it. I was like, that is. I'm sorry, it did go in my head, but I thought he really did. I thought he calculated it.
Anyway,
I was like, good job.
Let's move on to the last story. I want to take y'all on a ride down the Super Bowl, Dragonball.
Hey, I got a lot to say with this. I seen some of this panel.
Yeah, I don't know why you tagged me in it. Like I didn't see it already.
Yeah, no, I tagged you because of what the dude said on there, and I kind of wanted to see what your opinion was. technically right now to see if you had the same opinion that he had when he posted it. Because
I didn't see nothing else from when you.
Well, I'm gonna let you tell the story first, and then I'll tell you what he said. Because I know you got to bring it up. Tell the story.
Anyway, I don't know what part cause I didn't see when you tagged me, and like I was looking through it, like I didn't see no comments or anything. All I saw was like, so what comment? Like, were you talking about comments like in the chat or?
No. What the guy actually posted that when he posted the screen, he posted what was going on with Goku and that fight, and that whole thing. You want me to say it? I want you to just kind of say it first.
No, that's fine. I can.
Okay.
I'll get there eventually. Okay. All right. So basically, the chapter 73 came out, and you can see it on the screen. Yeah. Okay. I want to make sure it's centered. So if you haven't looked at it yet, here you go. Basically, the fight between Granola and Goku hit it off again. And I can tell you, man, Goku is having trouble. So they started out the fight. Granola's blasting away at Goku, and Goku's in, I think he's in blue form right now. Because that's what he powered up to the last time before they went all in. But they're flying around, and you just can't get up to Granola. They go through some trees, and they're dipping around now. The tables have turned, and Goku's blasting at Granola as he's running away. Granola's just dipping and dodging through the trees, and then all of a sudden he goes behind one tree and disappears. Well, he actually uses his scarf to wrap around the tree and swing around and like clock Goku right in the face and sends him flying. Like it was dope. That was a pretty cool move. It's crazy that Goku didn't see it coming. He's not using Ultra Instinct at this moment though. He's just Super Saiyan Blue. But he goes flying. He catches himself on a tree. And Granola comes flying in. Oh, sorry, I got a message. Yeah, he comes flying in and with the punch, and like you can see in the panel like Goku's face, like he's catching it like this, like the punch came into his forearm, and he's like holding like that, but you can see it on Goku's face like it was like a devastating punch. So they're going at it, like even Granola's having trouble, like so it looks like it's an evenly matched fight. Goku like gets a hit off of him, sends him flying through some trees and everything, and then Granola comes back, kicks him. They just like it's a back and forth, like and Goku powers up like and sends all the trees and debris just flying around him. So then this is where I think this is this is where he brings in Ultra Instinct. That's when it's powered up. He added Ultra Instinct to the blue. Granola, he said your blood flow and the movements of your cells have changed. You must have activated the evasion technique. Is it the same as when you were in the red hair? Because I already know the ins and outs of that one. And Goku's like, blue plus Ultra Instinct won't be so easy to counter. And then Goku moves and goes in, and he's like freaking going everywhere. Like, and Granola's he's trying to shoot him. He keeps blasting everywhere he thinks he's at, but it's like after image everywhere. Pretty much, it's what it looks like in the panels. He's getting close, like from the beam attacks. It looks like Goku barely just dodges it, but as he's as he's going around, you see in the panels is like Granola's like above, like he's shooting above him, left, like right, like he's like calling out where he's perceiving him to be, and then he comes in as a head on, and Goku does a Kamehameha to his chest.
Yeah.
Like, but if you notice, like if you look at the actual panel, like when Goku blasts him, like Granola has his hand wrapped around to the back, like, and actually gets a hit off on Goku on his neck. Like, so even though he has a Kamehameha in his chest, he's getting a hit in. So the blast goes and sends everything flying. Oil that's hiding back in the back, he goes flying to. Vegeta is still in the town, and he hears the rumble and stuff. So now they're in a crater, and they're getting themselves back up. Goku is laying down face first, and he's holding the back of his neck. And he's like, stronger attacks, faster evasion, they won't help you. My right eye will always lock onto your vital points. And Goku's like, damn it, you got me with that one. Says, no matter the transformation you use, no one has 0 openings. Just give up. It says, no, Ultra Instinct should have no weaknesses. If anything's lacking, it's got to be my training. And Granola's like surprised, like, training, like, you actually trained? Yeah, like Granola don't know nothing about really training. So I'm not totally used to using Ultra Instinct as a Super Saiyan, so I'm still vulnerable. And he said, don't waste your breath on excuses. You people are dying here, so you'll never get to master that instant thing. So he said, the Saiyan line ends here by my hand, just as you ended my people. And then at that moment, he does a familiar technique that a lot of people have been talking about, where he actually uses the planet's energy underneath Goku and blasts it up just like Moro did. So it is kind of crazy, like, and then it goes blasting up Goku's. Basically, Goku's riding the blast up, and he's barely able to. Basically, he gets out of there just in time. The Ultra Instinct instant transmissions to Vegeta. That's in the next panel. But what I was saying is that it's interesting about this is that he keeps doing moves that we've seen before, that other people have done. You know, like when he did the moves like destruction. You know, everybody's like, oh, is he a destroyer now? Like, cause he can do Hakai and stuff. Like, it's not really that he's doing. He don't have that power, you know, but he's doing equivalent to it type stuff, you know. But him doing this, like being able to like draw that power out of and bring it up, like it just like Moro did. Like literally, you could take these screenshots, go to Moro, and like it looks exactly the same. So it's crazy that he's doing this to people he's never met, you know, doing these moves that he's never met. So like, what did the dragon do? Did the dragon like pull those moves from all these people and throw it into him? Like, I don't understand. But anyway, moving on. So with that blast, like it pretty much shakes the planet, and like it flashes to the Cerulean people, like they're just freaking out, running around, like saying they need to evacuate and everything. So he transports next to Vegeta, and he's like, ouch, you know, he's like that move looked like Moro's. They like, even Goku like said it looked just like Moro's. Vegeta's all smug, saying he's struggling much, and he said, this guy's strength and moves are off the charts. I might actually have to go all out. He said, wait, why are you here in this? He's wondering why he's out here in this town. But he said, I know who he must be. And he said, you do. And so basically, this is where Vegeta actually said tells why he's at that in the city. He said he's heard old tales of the tribe in this area with the right eyes specialized for sniping. He said, a tribe of snipers, huh? He said, yes, it was the Saiyans under Frieza's command who wiped them out. We were likely amidst the ruins left behind by that very invasion. So this Granola guy, most likely survivor of that tribe. That explains why he'd hold a grudge against us and why we're not seeing eye to eye. It's funny, eye to eye. He has an eye. I think they did that on purpose. Anyway, then Vegeta's like, it seems Mackie and Oil have played us for fools. So then Oil hears that the jig is up pretty much. He has like a little robot flying around that lets him hear everything. But it's too late, it's already in the battle. So then they go, Vegeta, Goku's like, Vegeta now, do we try to convince him that Saiyans aren't the bad guys nowadays? And he said, I doubt it would matter. He's hoping to drive the Saiyans to extinction by killing us. Then Goku's like, so I gotta beat him first, then we convince him. So he's still into this like Goku mode, like he's gonna try to convince him, just like Moro, stop now, Vegeta's getting mad at him. You still plan to fight? Like, do you have any hope of victory? And Goku, confident ways, yep. I still haven't whipped out Ultra Instinct at full power. And Vegeta's like, you gotta resort to that in the end, huh? So then it swings back to Granola standing over by the crater. And then Goku goes back and he's in full Ultra Instinct mode. Master Ultra Instinct. Granola cannot perceive any vital points. Like he's shocked and he's looking, he's like, what is this form? And Goku tells him it's perfected Ultra Instinct. The downside is I can't maintain this for too long, so I'm gonna have to end this quick. I hate it when he does that. I hate it. Like, quit telling people what you're always telling people the downsides of stuff, or I can't do this, or quit talking, get it over with, get done. Like, you could have been in there and got it over with.
He is the grand master of cockiness. It's like, I could only have this for 5 minutes, so I tell you what, I'm just to beat your ass in 4.5. Right. And then power down in the last 30 seconds.
So he goes in and he kicks and he actually knocks off Granola's eye patch and sends Granola flying. He's beating him he's like ping-ponging him all over the place, knocking him around, and he says, and then once he's down, he's like, do you mind just hearing me out? Maybe we don't have to fight. Classic Goku. He's like, shut up, nothing you can say changes the fact that I'm taking revenge on the Saiyans, so stop wasting my time. He goes in to try to hit Goku, and Goku grabs his arm and flings him around, sends him flying. Granola catches himself and comes swinging back in to try to attack again, but he just cannot lay a finger on Goku. Like, no matter what he does, Goku's just effortlessly just moving out of the way. So he comes up to try to chop him in the back of his neck, and Goku just puts his hand up like behind him, and he actually catches him with his energy. Like, he just bap, he catches him, and then like brings him up above him, and then sends him flying. But I just think it was cool that he was able to catch him with his energy like that, like just like manipulating him. Like, Granola couldn't move. Like, you could have ended the fight right then. Like, you had him. Like, Granola's freaking out. Like, he's like, what's going on? So, you're making us settle this for real, hun? And he said, hey, and let me down. So when he sends him flying, he does Hit's move. If you remember, Hit's punch where he's like punching you, sending the energy blast. That's what I'm calling it. So 'cause he sends him flying with a punch and then follows up with like 50,000 other punches. Like it looks like beam attacks, but it's just him punching. So Granola goes flying and hits a rock and everything. And Vegeta's like watching everything. He said, over already? And he says, seems as though Kakarot went and stole the entire show again. But while he's slumped over, Vegeta notices, and I don't know why Goku didn't, but Granola's power isn't dropping as much as it should have. What's going on? Then he senses another energy over off into the distance. So now it's coming from over there. So then Goku comes back in front of him and says, Granola's like Saiyans have grown pretty powerful. I didn't foresee this. And Goku's cocky as ever, saying, you're always way stronger than you're also way stronger than I thought. I'm curious how you trained to get to this far. And Granola's, for the purposes of this planet, it seems like I've underestimated the Saiyans. Goku's like, we could all walk away now. You don't seem like such a bad guy. Why not train so we can spar again another time? Stop it, man. Like, freaking want to spar again. Like, oh, let's play again. Like, he just wants to play. But then he's like, you're not hearing me right, Saiyan. When did I say I've lost? And Goku's like questioning, like, what's going on? So then he looks up and says, all I said was I made a mistake underestimating you. I shouldn't have split my power at the start. Split? What does it mean? Is the Granola you see here is me, but it's also not. So then it switches to Vegeta trying to investigate the power source, and he finds Granola's ship, and he says there. Then he's and Goku's back to Goku and said, hold on, what are you saying? He said, I took some power from my true body and made a clone, an illusion. And then it disappears. The one in front of Goku disappears. He said, huh? And Vegeta's trying to warn Kakarot. He's yelling at Kakarot. Says his real body's over here. And he said, I don't get it. And then before they even know that he's gone, like he's already teleported in front of Goku. And he does the 1-inch punch to I don't know what vital they always go for, like right here. Like it's always where his symbol is, but it's like always off to the side over here. Like I don't know what vital that would be. It's over there. Like I mean, I would think that the majority was right here, you know, but I don't know. There's got to be a reason, but I just think he's just aiming for the target on his chest. But the panel, like if you've seen this, like he gets him, and the thing that's going around, and I think this is what Domingo's asking about earlier, is that everybody thinking that is Granola faster or stronger than Ultra Instinct, or basically that Goku had already, like in the last panel, he was still in Ultra Instinct when Granola appeared in front of him, but he was already powered down before the hit, so he didn't knock him out of Ultra Instinct. Goku kind of lost focus pretty much.
Yeah, that's what that drawing was. The guy put on there, and he said, the guy on his post, he was saying, yeah, he said, I guess because like you said before, everybody was having discussions about it. I didn't get to find out all the discussions or read everything from other panels and posts, but his post specifically, I'm summarizing here, it said, all you fools who think that Master Ultra Instinct is like so unbeatable and everything, Granola was prepared and ready. And then he said something around the fact, and then I mean,
he
yeah, people. I mean,
expecting this.
I mean, people comment, and then also he said that Granola said on there that he said that Granola said that he's been pretty much how he was playing the whole thing, working Goku down, and then he said, but the main thing is that Goku is his worst enemy. He said if Goku would have just came in, master Ultra Instinct from the jump, then even if Granola would have been, in full power, he probably would have had a chance. He said, but because he didn't, Granola pretty much had him beat from the jump, especially when he got full power. Something along those lines. That's why I tagged you, because I wanted to kind of know what you thought. But I hear it now, which is, what you just said. Yeah. So that's the whole thing. So yeah.
Like when he get this 1-inch punch, bro, like it was devastating. Like bro, like you see the panels, man. Like Goku like was so just from the initial touch, like from the fingertips, like Goku, you see in Goku's face like what the hell is about to happen, and then he connects with that punch and he sends him flying I don't know how, I can't tell the distance wise in the thing, but bro, like there's a big crater. Like if think about like a Kamehameha that's like blasting a little hole crater like in the thing, that's what Goku's body did, scraping across the ground. Like he knocked him and he went flying. So Goku's down for the count again. This is like the third time. Like actually fourth if you want to count it, because the first time wasn't a devastating time, but it was the first time was when he first got hit by Granola's attack, and Vegeta actually had to use the senzu bean on him. Then when Goku went to fight, he got knocked down once before he transformed, and went back in as Super Saiyan Blue. And then in this one, I'm counting it as a down because whenever he did his Kamehameha to his chest, Granola got a hit off on his back of his neck. So I'm counting that as a down. And then this one is a down. So he's been having issues. Like I can't wait for the next one because basically the next chapter Vegeta's stepping in. So as Granola's walking up to Goku's body, he said I decided to have you fight the clone in order to save my strength for Frieza. In any case, it managed to kill some time, which worked for me since your accuracy drops over time in that silver-haired form. I knew I couldn't find an opening. I could find an opening eventually. Then Vegeta steps in and says, you pinpointed Kakarot's vitals from a distance and sent him flying. Color me impressed. And he said, move aside, I'm finishing him off. So that fool, he won't be up for a while. Leave him be. He says, I'm your opponent now. And then Granola's like, I'm not picky, but about which of you two dies first. And Vegeta spits and says, die. Why don't you? Go on. Join the rest of your tribe. He said, what did you say? And he said, if you're so intent on killing off every last Saiyan, then I'll use all I have to put you in the ground. The tribe that's about to go extinct is the Ceruleans. And then the next chapter will be July 20th.
Yep.
So the next one, Vegeta's actually going to get the fight. So we'll see how that's going to turn out.
Yeah. More of the story, people. Use what you got early. Don't just,
This has been a thing. It's been a thing. Like it's nothing new. Like Vegeta, Goku and Vegeta both. Oh, actually, Vegeta he goes full force a lot. Like he'll go straight to blue.
He's grown a lot.
Like he'll go straight to his strongest power, like out the gate. Like Goku is the only one that actually toys with people. Like
yeah,
like he tries to, and that's just what he's done all the time. Like he constantly he'll start in his base form, and then he'll gradually pull out like a transformation here and there. But I just hate when he tells people about, oh, this is Super Saiyan. Oh, this is Super Saiyan 2. Oh, this is Super Saiyan 3. This is blue. This is gold. I like, quit telling people these things. They don't need to know. This is your enemies. Like, they don't need to know everything.
Hey, Hammer. I got a Mingo Deep theory. You want to hear it? Want to hear it? I know you want to hear it. All right, so what if, 2032, 2040, whenever, it gets to the point where it's like, all right, enough Dragon Ball. I know there can never be no Dragon Ball, but it's finally time to fully end Dragon Ball. Gone, never, not gonna be Shonen Jump ever again. All that stuff. What if all of this was to make it so, to foreshadow what we saw with Goku Black, but this is actually Goku turns completely like just evil. Like all of this was just leading up to Goku just saying, you know what? The best fun I can have is just destroying everyone because I have to be the strongest ever and I have to take over the Soul King. I said Soul King. What am I saying? I'm being Bleach. I have to kill all the angels and take all their power. I have to get everything, and what if it leads to Vegeta or whoever maybe Gohan becoming the person that has to put his dad down completely. Like he can never come back ever. Dragon, we wish that Goku can never ever return. Something like that. What if, I mean, it's a good theory. Think about it. I mean, because
for me, dog.
Because it doesn't make sense. I mean, I know that's his character flaw, but I mean, how long you gonna keep this as his character flaw? He hasn't grown.
I don't see that theory at all. Like it's Goku.
No, I get it, but it seems like the way that they're writing Goku,
go evil. Like unless the only way that he's gonna have an evil is if a Zamasu thing happens. That's the only time he'll be evil. I don't know.
It just seems like the way they're writing his character, man.
Turles, or like whenever his body got snatched by Captain Ginyu. Like that's the only times he's gonna be evil. Like only times. Like if it's not Goku, because Goku is the utmost pure. Like that's why he's going to
that's why it would be like the most like big twist. I'm only saying that because of character arc. Because you look at Vegeta's Vegeta's character arc.
It doesn't matter. Like the character arc does not matter. That's what I'm saying. With Goku, like everybody, like with Goku, they don't care. Like they don't have a character progression with Goku. Like they're trying,
but he seems like he's going worse though. It seems like he's getting worse.
No,
as a character,
say he's getting worse. Like he is learning here and there, but that urge to fight, he wants to be always wants to fight the strongest person. Like that's always gonna be Goku. Like but he's always gonna do like to good. Like to protect Earth and his people. Like that's, but he's never gonna go bad. Like they're not gonna have him. Like the only way that will happen, like I said, is all the other times where he gets body snatched, or if there's an alternate, one of the alternate worlds, like Trunks' world, like an alternate timeline type thing, where Vegeta came to Earth instead of Goku. And then
see, this is why it would be like the final episode, like the last. We like, we got gray hair, we moving like this.
I'm telling
you, and then Goku is like, he's evil.
That theory,
when
you try to throw the theory at the board, it did not make it to the board. I'm just saying it.
Oh no, he got close to the board. He's close enough. It's a good theory.
I mean, if
I like
going
it.
Off your height,
I like it.
It didn't make it.
I like my theory. Is great, sir. Your height is great. It has good theory, and you made it close to the boys it could, sir.
Anyways,
on the lie.
As Mingo goes to try to pick that up and we'll rework on it, that's going to be it for this show, for this week, or for Nerdmation at least. So thank y'all for coming out and hanging out with us. If y'all have any questions, or if y'all want to know about anything, like comment down below, like I can look at it and I can bring it up next time on the show. I still want to get some people, like if y'all want to join us on camera, or you don't even have to be on camera, just your voice to be on with us for the show, that's 100% possible. So if y'all want to join in on the show and communicate, talk about something, let's go. We're down to talk to anybody who wants to.
Let's do this.
So we will catch y'all next week. You can tune in next Friday for my show, Monday for Mingo's show, and Wednesday for the Hammer. So until then, we will catch y'all. Well, I guess we'll see y'all Monday.